Making something really special out of an old sand and gravel extraction site is what co-owners Jim DeGasperis and Gary Zantel did with the accomplished direction of Doug Carrick, Canadian golf course designer. We're talking about Eagle's Nest Golf Club, located in the Toronto, Ontario, Canada area. It's an impressive modern course, fashioned into the best tradition of a classic Irish-Scottish seaside links style of golf course. Eagle's Nest is known for its elevation changes, large rolling greens, wild fescued sand dunes, and 100-plus revetted pot bunkers. Not long after its opening of May 2004, Golfing Country, a division of USA Golf and Travel, toured the course with its director of golf at that time, who describes the course and its amenities. Dwayne Aubie, VP and COO, further talks about the complexity involved in constructing this award-winning championship course. Followed up with a conversation with Doug Carrick, the course's architect. Listen.
This is one of the newest and most talked about golf courses in Canada, designed by renowned golf architect Doug Carrick. And this is definitely one of the jewels in his crown.
This is a brand new Doug Carrick designed link-style golf course just on the outskirts of Toronto. Very much in the vein of Scottish or Irish-style golf courses. It's links golf course with fescue grasses, deep bunkers, very undulating property with mounds and panoramic views of the GTA. To go with the exceptional yardage from the back tees at 7,500 yards, you've got to negotiate some 91 sodwall bunkers, as well as numerous waste areas and a couple of ponds you have to navigate between in order to get round the golf course, and the safety of the 36,000 square foot clubhouse that waits some 20 yards behind 18 green. The grasses here were predominantly fescue grasses. The fairways are a mixture of fescue and velvet bent, and the tee decks and greens are all a velvet bent mix as well. The third hole is an elevated par 4, again from the back tees, 450 yards, and you hit down into the valley. It actually used to be a small ski resort where people would come, obviously in the winter time, to ski and hang out. It's then was the Jeep College. The Jeep company had it as somewhere you could learn to drive off-road vehicles, and now it's the valley or the north end of the golf course. Seven's a dogleg right par 4 that you have to be careful. It looks like it's an awful long way to the big bunkers that guard the corner, but you see an awful lot of traffic in those bunkers. It's somewhat of an optical illusion. You got to lay up, but not too far, or you don't have an angle at the green. And then 8, you climb out of the valley, and you're reminded where you are with, again, views of the GTA. You can see the CN Tower and the Toronto skyline from 8T. It's much like the postage stamp at Royal Troon. Once you've played the golf course, you can take in the fabulous clubhouse that we have here at Eagle's Nest, measuring about 36,000 square feet. You go in behind 18 green, 20 paces from the edge of the green, you're in the pub. We have a wine cellar down there, the pro shop, a locker room that features full-length lockers, so you can take a shower and change into something a bit more comfortable for dinner upstairs in Lago, our fine dining restaurant. Or if you're enjoying a wedding or a tournament banquet, you'll enjoy views of the 18th hole and the 10th hole from the 250 to 300 person banquet hall. For a smaller, more intimate experience, you can take in the Nest, which is a 60-person private executive boardroom upstairs, which also features its own kitchen and wine storage area.
The Nest reminds me a lot of the Ben Hogan Suite in Carnoustie, and there is no better way to mix business and pleasure than being on a championship golf course.
If you'd like to come in real style, we do have a helipad. All you need to give us is 24 hours notice before arriving, and we'll meet you at the pad just next to the 9th green.
The 10th hole was, I would call it an engineering marvel. Our geotechnical consultant, Ivan Corbett, an Irish fellow, lots of background in building tailing mines and other engineering projects, helped us out with 10 fairway. 10 fairways built on the north end of a wetland, which you can see in the background. And the soils were so poor, in fact, that you couldn't walk on it to get on the fairway. So we had to engineer a system and place plywood, filter fabric, sand, and wick drains. There's approximately 35 kilometers of wick drains in 10 fairway poked in vertically to help consolidate soils. And then we loaded it with sand material and handed it over to Doug Carrick to shape.
I feel very fortunate to have been involved in this project here at Eagle's Nest. It was a great opportunity to try and create something that had very traditional feel to it.
Well, I heard it was quite a project. I mean, from the very beginning, it didn't look anything like this.
No, it was an old abandoned sand and gravel pit, or actually part of it was still active when we started the project, but the owner, Jim DeGasperis, liked some of the landscape that was created by the sand extraction, the rugged nature of it, and that really sort of set the theme for the golf course. He said he wanted to retain that look and recreate it in other places. Two styles of bunkers here, the revetted bunkers, which is very traditional links, the stack sod. The other style of bunkers, we call them sand scars, which you see in linksland with the wind and the rain erodes some of the dunes, erodes the grass away, and that's the kind of look that we tried to create with the scar bunkers, as we call them.
When you play Eagle's Nest, you will have a great day of golf in a beautiful setting. And this is just one of the award-winning courses that Doug has in the area. When you're in the area, see them all.